Betty Williams. Elizabeth Williams, born May 22, 1943, died on March 17, 2020, was a peace activist from Northern Ireland. She was a co-recipient with Corrigan of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1976 for her work as a co-founder of Community of Peace People, an organization dedicated to promoting a peaceful resolution to the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Williams headed the Global Children's Foundation and was the president of the World Center of Compassion for Children International. She was also the chair of Institute for Asian Democracy in Washington, D.C. She lectured widely on topics of peace, education, intercultural and interfaith understanding, anti-extremism, and children's rights. Williams was a founding member of the Nobel Laureate Summit, which has taken place annually since 2000. In 2006, Williams became a founder of the Nobel Women's Initiative along with Nobel Peace Laureates Corrigan Maguire, Shirin Ebadi, Wangari Maathai, Jody Williams, and Rigoberta Menchú. These 6 women, representing North and South America, the Middle East, Europe, and Africa, brought together their experiences in a united effort for peace with justice and equality. It is the goal of the Nobel Women's Initiative to help strengthen work being done in support of women's rights around the world. Williams was also a member of Peace Jam. Williams was drawn into the public arena after witnessing the death of 3 children on August 10, 1976, when they were hit by a car whose driver, an Irish Republican Army (IRA) paramilitary named Danny Lennon, had been fatally shot and returned fire by a soldier of the King's Own Royal Border Regiment. As she turned the corner to her home, she saw the 3 Maguire children crushed by the swerving car and rushed to help. Their mother, Anne Maguire, who was with the children, died by suicide in January 1980. Williams was so moved by the incident that within 2 days of the tragic event, she had obtained 6,000 signatures on a petition for peace and gained wide media attention. With Corrigan, she co-founded the Women for Peace, which, with Kieran McEwen, later became the Community of Peace People. Williams soon organized a peace march to the graves of the slain children, which was attended by 10,000 Protestant and Catholic women. However, the peaceful march was violently disrupted by members of the IRA, who accused them of being dupes of the British. The following week, Williams led another march in Ormeau Park that concluded successfully without incident, this time with 20,000 participants. In recognition of her efforts for peace, Williams, together with her friend Corrigan, became joint recipients of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1977, the prize for 1976. In her acceptance speech, Williams said, "That first week will always be remembered, of course, for something else besides the birth of the Peace People. For those most closely involved, the most powerful memory of that week was the death of a young Republican and the deaths of 3 children struck by the dead man's car." A deep sense of frustration at the mindless stupidity of the continuing violence was already evident before the tragic events of that sunny afternoon of August 10, 1976. But the deaths of those 4 young people in one terrible moment of violence caused that frustration to explode and create the possibility of a real peace movement. As far as we are concerned, every single death in the last 8 years, and every death in every war that was ever fought represents life needlessly wasted, a mother's labor spurned. The Peace Prize money was divided equally between Williams and Corrigan. Williams kept her share of the money, stating that her intention was to use it to promote peace beyond Ireland, but faced criticism for her decision. She and Corrigan had no contact after 1976. In 1978, Williams broke off links with the Peace People movement and became instead an activist for peace in other areas around the world. Williams received the People's Peace Prize of Norway in 1976, the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement in 1977, the Schweitzer Medallion for Courage, the Martin Luther King Jr. Award, the Eleanor Roosevelt Award in 1984, and the Frank Foundation Child Care International Oliver Award. In 1995, she was awarded the Rotary Club International, Paul Harris Fellowship, and the Together for Peace Building Award. At the time she received the Nobel Prize, Williams worked as a receptionist and was raising her 2 children with her first husband, Ralph Williams. This marriage was dissolved in 1981. She married businessman James Perkins in December 1982. They lived in Florida in the United States. In 2004, she returned to live in Northern Ireland. Williams died on March 17, 2020, St. Patrick's Day at the age of 76 in Belfast. Thanks for watching HerStory channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe our channel.